Hey everyone, welcome back to Seekers of the Malediction. I'm joined today with special guest Nico or Loki on the Discord. We are going to be doing something a little different today. So Loki, why don't you, or Nico rather, why don't you tell them what we're doing?
Hey Pat, thanks for having me. Yes, we are going to have a little shoutcast of a game played by Maligor and Spar today. And the idea behind this is to have a little like introduction video or something to have fans of Malediction as a board game, as a tabletop game, to have something to look at, to get insights on strategies and on how to play the game and how to maybe win some games or lose less games or maybe not walk right into the traps we probably did in our first experiences. And yeah, that's all taking place on TTS today. There's a beautiful mod out with Malediction to play online, and it makes playing internationally so much more comfortable.
Yeah,
So that's the idea behind
yeah.
today's
Today we got
episode.
the classic showdown of Germany versus U.S. And then it's funny because I'm U.S., you're German as well, so.
Yeah.
We're just throwing down, no favorites though, of course, as we commentate. So yeah, again, just to summarize, we're hopefully this is entertaining to people. We think that Malediction is super easy to follow, and so we wanted to try to commentate over it, or shoutcast over it, so to kind of give people insights into what's going on, maybe what the players are thinking, and then also be educational. These are two pretty high level players, so hopefully they give us a good game. But with that, do you want to hop into what they're playing today?
So, first of all, we've got a Polynor deck, which I think is a pretty, well, quote unquote standard deck. So it has everything that a good Polynor deck should offer, with one little exception, because the unit count is probably a bit low on what is recommended. We only got 12 units from the Polynor deck, but they are pretty uh, well well chosen, I would say. Yeah, we've got two elite units with the Spellbound Devourer and the Gateway Guardian, and I can tell you the Gateway Guardian, he is able to do a lot of problems in the game. So if we see him today, he's probably one of the best units to protect all the other stuff.
Yeah. Really spell heavy, and a couple attachments down here too. So we have the bows, which obviously are going to go on Palinor himself, or hopefully hit him on the Momentum Weaver, though the Artillerist doesn't mind it either. Prayer Book, it looks like, to keep up with some of the prayer game, so he can just keep on getting value from his spells. Again, Palinor's Legacy will go down here, is Runefold Gauntlet. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here, but essentially allows you to play spells out of your discard pile for one extra cost. And when you do that, you can reveal the top card. If it's a spell, you can draw it. So really heavy spell deck, to try to be aggressive. I feel like we got Twin Flames full, Liastrum's Discharge, which is going to be doing a lot of damage. And then just a lot of stuff to kite. So Stride is really good to get maneuverability. TK to start moving his stuff, along with Ambliss transposition, and then some control elements here. Two counter spells, but I think this is fine. Neutralizing Ward you can play out of your discard since it's an elite spell, so he's really running three copies of counter spells right here instead of the max five that he could run. But I think three is a good number.
Yeah, and
And
it
yeah,
synergizes well with the chosen terrain, of course, with the Starcast Halls,
yes,
which makes it a little bit cheaper, so you don't have to pay the full price, but you get a discount of one echo to play those channel spells, and there are a lot of channel spells. So yeah, he would probably make use of that,
yeah.
especially, and ping the enemy until he can go for the Polynoid tech, probably, to finish them off.
Yeah. All right, we'll switch over to what Spar is playing. He is playing the bread and butter Sigarith list, obviously. Um, so I'll go over high level, and then you can kind of pick apart some of the more interesting stuff here. loading out a bunch of units. So he's wanting to swarm the board. I think that based on conversations I've seen with Spar, he is trying to drop a bunch of priests, get up the echo game, and just play out a bunch of units. Maxing the protection as well in terms of the protection spells, so Knights, True Stone Exemplars, and Herald of Salvation. So he's going to be able to distribute wounds, going to make it really hard to remove any one piece. And then Warframe Commander and Crossbowman, those are obviously great for battle crying and getting extra shots off. In terms of the spells, these are all kind of the staples. I love the answer the calls here. My favorite thing to do with Sigrith is to answer the call her in so she can immediately smite. But overall, I think this is a sleeper spell for a long time for me. I think it's great. Otherwise, just the standard protection stuff. And Sigrith's big game, I think, is just you gotta. She gets card exhausted, right? She has no card draw or anything like
Yep.
that. So you gotta exhaust her cards and hope she runs out. So and then you can start making progress. What else do you see
Absolutely.
in this list? I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. He's super creature heavy, super unit heavy with 18 and spells that also only are good together with the units like Convoke, Valorous Command, and Answer the Call, as you mentioned before. And Force the Balance is a very good card if you can empty your hand pretty early and then play Enforce Balance, which
Yep.
is super crucial against Polynor when he's stacking up cards and drawing a lot of stuff,
Is
especially
it
reactive
though?
stuff.
Because he can play
I,
spells out of his discard, so it's not. It doesn't hurt him nearly as many as other. But yeah, to your point, Sigrith will always almost exhaust herself out of cards, and then ending enforced balance is a great equalizer, right?
uh, Absolutely,
But
but if you are drawing it like in turn 2 or 3, Enforce Balance is probably just a dead card against Polynor.
yeah,
So yeah, that's a blank then, and that will be crucial. What I wonder about is the Ward of Volcaris is only there one time. It's
he does have it
I
in the sideboard, so maybe he'll bring it in against Palinor. But yeah, main
yeah,
deck one ward is very interesting for sure.
yeah, that's kind of strange to be honest.
Hmm.
But yeah, his game plan is probably to blob the board and then take control over the board. Um, yeah. So I think the main goal for the Polynor player is to separate the units of Spar and then try to remove one game piece after another.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to note is that he's running Asterian Pathways, which I think is pretty standard. A lot of slow units, a lot of speed 5 units, so the extra movement is good. But one thing I do when I evaluate my decks is I like to look at how many spell channels I have, and he has right now his main deck 9. Once you get to that 7-ish region, that's when I start to think maybe I want Starcast Halls to benefit and get more echo up. But I think either is fine here, especially if I'm curious if he's going to be more defensive, trying to gather resources and echo with priests and kind of swarm out his unit, or if he's going to be really aggressive and running after Palinor, which I think you kind of need to do in this because Palinor just wants to kind of kite and plink away at you, right? Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
anything else before we
And
hop? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
oh no, I just wanted to do the transition, and with that, I think we are ready to go and go into the TTS and have a
Perfect.
look on where they are placing the terrain pieces because
Mhm.
that's the fascinating and interesting stuff in my opinion for Malediction, that from the get-go you have strategic and tactical choices to
Yes.
make, and the first one is terrain, right?
Yes, so let's
All right.
Spar and Maligor. If you guys want to take it away, get us started.
All right, have fun, you guys.
Yeah. So first roll for terrain here. We got a 19 coming out of Spar, and I think he rolled a 2. Yep. So Spar is going to place first.
Yeah. So what I also like for Malediction, for the game itself, is you mentioned it beforehand. You said that Malediction is a game you can probably cast pretty well, and I think that's true because it is super fast paced. it is action from turn one. It is not like building up, going into position and stuff. It is, yeah, so fast paced, and I like that a lot because you can just directly get into the action, have the tactical choices and
Hmm.
stuff. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Train placement obviously being a very critical part of the game as well. A lot of games can be decided based on terrain and husk placement if done poorly. I've discovered. What's your experience
Yeah,
with that?
absolutely. Absolutely, and I think that's one piece of the game that a lot of people underestimate, especially in the beginning. I think a lot of people just place it down like evenly, or like, yeah, let's see if I can reach it from every point or angle. Um, but they offer a lot of tactical choices that are going to matter later in the game. Like this one piece here with the pillars from the
Hmm.
Starcast halls, that is such a good terrain piece for ranged attacks because you are 99% of the time pretty safe against the charge and other
Hmm.
stuff. And you can just stand there and shoot out, cast your spells from it, um, and be very safe against melee attacks,
Yeah.
or especially against the primals.
Yes. The other thing
Crucial piece.
I think I found is, and hopefully Spar and Maligor muted us at this point, but um, the choke points, right? So I see Spar.
Mm.
Hopefully, I don't think they can see our hand, right? If I'm hovering and stuff as well. But Spar is intentionally placing things here. So if you look at the red, that's where it is impassable and you can't place it. See how he's purposely putting the red pieces next to each other to create choke points, where he can just
Yeah.
sit like a big one or two beefy models up front, and then he can put protection units behind them. And he's done that with each of his train plates since I've noticed. So there's a choke point here, a choke point here, and a choke point over here. And that's just to try to limit the number of melee attacks. But against Polynor, obviously a lot of his threat comes from range. Um, so I don't. I've been trying to figure this one out myself as well. If that is really what you want to do with Polynor, or if you want to try to make it more open so you're not stumbling over your guys. Because I've often found that with Polynor, it's trying to like catch the mouse essentially, right? Like you're always running after him. He's not very often going to just be okay. Like you're not going to be okay with just camping there and letting him shoot you repeatedly.
Yeah, the
The,
problem with those choke points is that if Polynor uses telekinesis or aimless transposition, he has created a wonderful spot to just put the opponent's unit and then have a beatdown on them
yeah,
while they cannot reach you because he created those choke points.
yeah,
So especially with a spellbound gargoyle in the repertoire, he can just fly over everything and catch an early relic, for example,
yeah,
while having artillerists and Polynor shoot at it. I'm not sure if choke points benefit Secret in this game like a lot, like it usually does. For
yes,
example, against Legion or Primates. I mean, against Primates, it's absolutely crucial and essential because they've got so many 40 millimeter bases or Thundersteps with his huge base
yes.
to block it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, and we've mentioned it a couple times already on this channel. There are spaces where thunder, like large 50 millimeter bases, Gateway Guardian, Thundercept, you just can't get through. So one of them is this window. I call it a window here on Starcast Halls. Large base cannot fit through here. The other part is on the Starcast Hall is through this gap right here. The only large base for each of them, I believe Rogarth is on a large base, and also Gateway Guardian. So those are the two that players will have to look out for. And then Husks are another great way that you can just deny pathways, right? By putting them in places
Hmm.
where you can't get through, and it really can dictate how where engagements are going to happen. I will also call out that this is one of the rare games where apparently the players were not able to put the eighth piece of terrain. So when that
Yeah.
happened, uh, they and actually, I'm gonna unmute because I think they're placing Huss wrong. Um, just a second. Oh, I don't know how to communicate to them actually, because they've muted us. I think Spar was supposed to place the first husk because it's whoever places the last piece of terrain places the first husk. And Spar was actually the last person
Yeah,
since he
you
couldn't get
can
it on
just
a
write
board.
them in Discord. That's
Yeah,
one way to reach them, as I mentioned earlier. But
you know
yeah,
what? They're already so far past that I'm not gonna correct them. But yeah, it's only happened to me
it's a
in
good thing
one
to
other
point
game.
out.
Yeah,
It's a good thing to point out. So you're absolutely right here, Pat.
yeah.
That's an important thing to note. Uh, yeah,
And I'm just trying to.
but
I always
I
look.
don't.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it won't be that crucial in this game because still
No.
everybody has two husks to place.
Yeah,
But it can matter, and just to
yeah.
say how it should be done.
So there
So
is
the
the.
relics.
Oh yeah, the relics. Ooh, we got some nice ones. We got Scythe for more damage, Scepter for more range, and that's gonna really hurt Spar.
Ooh.
Um, and then I think this might be the very best relic in the game is this Martyr. Uh, I apparently if you F sorry, one sec. Oh, I'm not on the thing. That's why. This Martyr is Vexillum. I think it's hands down one of the best relics in the game. Just being able to put it on a unit and give protection to everything within 3 inches, um, it makes it so it's so is easy to distribute uh, wounds to whoever you want, and it makes it so hard to remove single pieces. So I think I don't know. I'll be interested to see if someone grabs that because I've seen it every time it's taken used to great effect, and then it just has regen 2 on top of it as well, which is just great. So we see the ending balance, which is interesting out of Spar's hand, and I didn't see what Maligor was bidding, but
Yeah, we will see in a second. I think the Martyrs Vexillum is really strong. It will be interesting if Spar is going to take up the Spell Leader Mask, just to give one of his units protection from all the spells Polynor can cast.
that's not a bad idea
And
either. Yeah,
yeah, and the Tempest Scepter on Polynor, gee,
yeah.
that is a lot of damage, and that is a lot of range, especially.
So Spar opted to bid one of his shields, and then we have a battle caster for the other one. So looks like I'm gonna unmute them actually really quick so we can see and maybe figure out who is. Oh, we should be able to see by the initiative token whoever takes that. I think Spar took the zone, and then yep.
Yeah, they are putting
Oh
the
no.
dice
Okay.
where they're going to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maligor picks zone, so I think Spar has initiative token.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting. And we
he
do
took
have
the
a bit
token
of
as well.
we do have okay, so they picked the corner where it was an even kind of you know deploy zone. One thing I like to do is when I think about Husta placement is I make a big X like in my mind, and then I think about from that perspective of like because I like to cut the board in half, right? And if you draw a
Mhm.
line from essentially the top left corner now to the bottom right corner, there the upper right side here would favor 3 husks on that side compared to 1
Absolutely.
husk on the bottom left. And so I was curious if someone was going to bid for that and really just try to take, because to me, it looks like, especially if you're the Palinor player, you could have used gargoyles and stuff to grab an easy 3 husks and left, especially Sigrith, who was really slow on one. So that's something we
Yeah,
might have to ask. Uh,
but you're giving up the great Starcast Hall terrain piece, which you can just place Polynor, and then I think you can
sure.
reach almost the entire field with the Tempest Scepter
Yep.
if you can get a grab on that. So I think it could be that Maligor is going to bring in Polynor and then just stand in the Starcast halls, get the discount on all the spells he's casting, and pick up the husk to immediately grab the Tempest Scepter.
That's fair.
So that is quite a possibility.
The one thing I will note with that is you are limiting line of sight quite a bit, I feel, in that castle. So, like, you do, especially if you want to double shoot, right? And I think that Palinor has spells like Stride and stuff where you can make use of his movement to. He doesn't need to sit in the castle, right? Um, but we'll see. And we have a priest coming out. Oh wow, he played everything. So he does have balance, and he'll be able to. He'll have. Oh, this could be bad. So he has
Oh my god.
5. Yeah, 20, 23. So he has 2. He's going to be able to pray first turn, and then he's going to be able to
And then
balance his
cast
hand.
balance.
So we are going to see the turn 1 balance here from Sigrith. Let's
Oh
see.
boy.
What we really care about is we're losing a shield mage and uh, a big belly guy, which is a little unfortunate. But otherwise, the TK and the neutralizing
Anytime.
ward is not going to be too bad.
Yeah.
Also,
Turn
enforced
one balance
balance
is
is
always
enforced balance is a swift, which is unfortunate because that means that the only way to counter it is that sorry is the rare the
cold
elite
ward.
spell. Yeah, Runeforge
The
Gauntlets.
Runefold ward, yeah. Yeah, you can't even neutralize it with a neutralizing ward, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, priest is going first. It's interesting that it looks like he boxed the priest in here. This is the priest, right? Because
Yep.
she could have walked. So I think I would have preferred her to keep up with the field and moved in. Um,
Yes, especially if you can't pray more than once to gain the 3 echo.
yeah, let's
So I
let's.
think yeah.
I'm gonna unmute
You
here
could
and
have
see what.
walked her into the Starcast halls and even save one more echo
0.
from it.
No, it's a swift, so you couldn't do that. But
Yeah.
You want to know
Just
what I
discard it.
have? Yeah,
Ah, okay.
it's not
I think
that bad.
now you think about playing the Arkansas Shield Mage
Yeah.
next
Polynor is
time
at least he can
quite
still
early.
cast the spells.
Telekinesis, I mean, it's still a very good spell for Polynor. Place unit anywhere within 5 is super good, especially against things you want to see protected, like the Valkyrie's Priest
yes,
or the Warfront Commander. I mean, those are the lynch point pieces you want to get out and take care of it before they can accumulate the
hmm
strength of the other units he's going to use. Because with the Citadel Crossbowman, um, the Warfront Commander is really, really good. Like,
he is. I was just about to comment that he needs to be really careful because he's being out. Oh, he's going with the gargoyle right now, right? Okay, I was worried he was going to try to use the gargoyle to grab that relic more favoring Spar's side of the board in the Sarcast Hall, and he has to be careful because he has 5 activations. Spar has 5 activations and could easily move the crossbowman up, shoot it, and then battle cry it to kill it. So I was hoping that he wasn't going to go for it, but I now see that the gargoyle was on the other side, positioned to take this one. So
yeah, just to double down on that, why it is so good with the Citadel Crossbowman, because he has a limitation on it, because the Citadel Crossbowman has to reload. So this unit can perform only one ranged attack per activation. But he's got the ranged expert, which makes him on hit 5 and on a glance 3 damage unit for 3 echo, which is very cost efficient. And with the Warfront Commander, you can just get around the reload ability and use it to shoot
oh,
another time. Oh, he's going for.
did Spar Jedi mind trick him into to talk him into to do this? All right. Well, we'll see. I think he definitely had the speed to get there. Yeah,
I
maybe.
mean, he needs a hit. He needs at least one hit.
Yeah, but he also has access to inspire. So right now the he's attack 5 right now. It's the crossbowman, thanks to
Mhm.
inspire from also the warfront commander. I guess maybe he. Oh no, walking up 6. Where is the? All right, the crossbowman's right next to the warfront commander. So if he walks up and I'm gonna turn on the measurements here. 15.9. So he is range 8. So 6 plus 8 is 14. So perhaps he is just out, and then maybe they did that math. But man, that is scary.
That is a bold move.
It is.
That is a really bold move.
It
I mean,
could
there is
be-
a terrain piece in its way, so he has to walk a little bit on
Yeah.
on the
I
edge.
think he's gonna see if he has it. Maybe he saved the state and just here. We're gonna turn the measurements back on really quick.
Yeah, he's 9.1 away.
Okay. Okay.
Close one.
What do we got going? Oh, Warfront Commander. Oh, okay. So he's trying to get a charge off as well. Interesting. So Warfront Commander went and battle cried. And so now he moved the knight and the crossbowman forward for an advanced. And then on their activations, the knight will be able to charge and hopefully get a hit on him. He swings at 4-2, and Citadel crossbowman is going to need to walk and shoot. So these are both going to need a hit to kill the gargoyle, and he is defense 12, which is not easy because the knight will definitely not have inspire. Debatable if the Warfront commander is going to have it. So I'm sorry, if the crossbowman is going to have inspire. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the enforced balance is really strong now because he could really play everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really interested to see if the Runefold Gauntlet can make up for it after he's playing spells from his discard pile, as you mentioned before.
See, I think here Polynor needs to get as close to those pillars as possible because I think that the closer you are to the pillars, the wider your line of sight is going to become. Because the further back you are, it gets narrowed, right? How far you can shoot. But if you're up closer to them, like hugging them, you have a wider range that you can shoot out of.
Yeah, I mean the good thing is he's got a 40mm base.
Yep.
So that is quite good. Oh, and he's going to cast telekinesis.
Yeah. Oh, maybe to move the knight back to protect it, or the crossbowman.
Oh, did he pay 3? No? I think he paid too much.
Well, it should be 4, right? Oh no, 3 is right. It's +1 because you cast it out of discard, but discounted 1 because he's in star cost.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see if he remembers to proc his legacy. This is one of the things, along with Mordor's legacy, that everyone seems to forget.
Yeah. So 17.
Oh, wait. He's pulling.
think he paid one.
To block him. To block the charge. Interesting.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah,
I think I would have just put the
used.
knight further away, right? Because now he's definitely benefiting Inspire from the shot, which maybe doesn't matter a whole lot, but oh, he does remember. Oh, he gets the draw card. We're back in the game.
Get the Liastrum Discharge. That's a good card to draw.
It is. Yeah, because a lot of these guys can get popped pretty easily, especially if you do, I think it's a bonus 5, right? You hit, and then, the extra 4, but if you're casting it from Polynor, he has, what is it called? Empower spell, so it's 5 damage, essentially. So
Yeah.
if he hits one time, that's 4 damage, plus another 5, 9. I mean, yeah, most of these guys have 12, 8, or on the priest and the crossbow, so...
Yeah, Liastrum Charge after a Tempest Scepter hit from Polynor is hurtful. It is really hurtful and can wipe away, I think, every single unit Spar currently has. So that's pretty strong.
All right, so he's taking a walk here, and I think see, this is why, yeah, I wish he would have moved it back, because now he's just going to walk up and contest it. So now this gargoyle has kind of just wasted his turn, and he's probably going to be engaged too. Yeah, he's going to engage it, I gotta imagine. Yeah, if he would have moved the knight back, I think that there's no way he could have contested it, and he would have gotten the relic. But
Really. I don't think you will contest it with the Citadel Crossbowman.
no,
probably.
I think he was just pre-measuring to make sure he could. Otherwise, it might have changed his play. And which is something you can do in real life too. I use proxy bases all the time, so I'll measure from him and just move a proxy base, so I'm not picking up the actual model, and then you can see roughly where they'll end up, and then you go on and carry out a different turn. So everything in this game, it's open information. You can measure anything at any time, which includes placing proxies. So we got a glance here, 5 on the die.
Pretty close.
Yep.
Pretty close to a critical, which would have been devastating.
All right, is this guy gonna get there? Oh no, he's short.
Actually, probably won't.
Yeah.
That was the second thing I was thinking about, playing telekinesis on the Conclave Artillerist and putting him closer to the second relic, but you essentially sacrifice your gargoyle then. Oh yeah. So he's getting the boost from the Astarian pathways.
Yep. So he goes
And
7 the
to
first
engage.
one, and then 5 the next one, and now
Exactly.
he is touching and engaged as well with. We got some nice rings over there to show engage range, and he still has a gap, so he can shoot him next turn. So yeah, that gargoyle is definitely in danger now.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Last one's just going here. So I'm curious here now if Spar is going to deny the Tempest Scepter from Polynor, or if he's going to go maybe for the Spell Eater Mask like you mentioned, or the Martyr. But each player getting 1 relic right now.
That's a lot of choices you've got as being Spar, and he's going to grab the scepter. Yeah. That's just
maybe Veil Piercer off the top. Ooh, Snap Chain isn't bad. That's extra range on Polynor and potentially an extra 3 damage if he pulls someone 6 inches in melee. That's not a bad.
The second best thing to draw.
Well, yeah, other than Veil Piercer, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Or you could rip it off the top.
I don't think I would go for that. That's super risky. I would just go for the Trapjaw Chain.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I was just trying to think. I don't think Spell Eater Mask stops anything from Sigurith. So maybe he was just doing the same exercise of what would this do against Sigurith. But yeah, I don't think it does anything.
He's going for the Trapjaw.
Beautiful. So that's the end of round 1.
And we've got Vengeance and Retribution. If you can get this on a beefy unit, it's the horror.
Yeah, Vorendell is really scary with that. You just got to shoot him from range then, essentially, but he'll just keep on double moving and running in and sticking people, so it makes it difficult. Okay, we got... All right, we're recovering here. 6 to Echo. Did he gain his Echo? Why is the Echo... What is this? 8. Okay. Okay. We do. I'm curious if he'll play out this Twin Flames. I feel like he needs to. Oh wait, it's Twin Flames. I thought that was Momentum Weaver. Okay, so all spells and an attachment right here. So I think this is a good spot to play out his hand, and he needs to start taking off activations. Because this other crossbowman is definitely coming down, I feel.
Absolutely.
The one good thing here is, since that balance play, is you can almost account for Sigurith to not come onto the board at least until like turn 4, I think. I mean, you do have one of the priests there, so you could catch up, but then like the player needs to save up Echo, right, over 2 or 3 rounds to play Sigurith, versus if they want to keep on applying pressure and tempo, you can almost account for Sigurith not to come on the board until turn 4 or 5. Interesting. Oh, okay.
He's playing the bow.
He is. I wonder if he did this because these are the old cards, but I think range is a keyworded ability now, and so they don't stack with Snapjaw Chain, so you can't get +9 on Polynor. So I wonder if that's why he gave the bow to the artillerist. Does that make sense?
Yeah, probably. Probably that's the reason.
All right. We got a massive 18-inch. Jesus. Yeah, so that's
That
pretty
is the
good.
range of a Polynar with a +6. And
Yeah.
just imagine having the Tempest Scepter now.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Okay. So we're putting the crossbowman out of line of sight from Polynor.
What do you think he's going for?
Oh, and he's
I
transferring it,
think,
right?
yeah, I think the Citadel Crossbowman is one of the high value targets. But the Valkyris Priest also looks pretty juicy to go for.
I think you got to try to kill the crossbowman, and that because then you can start playing the kiting game, right? And just move away and take a shot. And these knights are pretty slow, so I think that's the game I would play.
On the other hand, getting rid of the Valkyris Priest won't give you the deficit of the echo he's producing every single round.
Sure.
So
he does choose to go with the Valkyris Priest here. I'm curious if he
okay.
has line of sight. He might have. This is kind of what I was talking about not being. I hope this doesn't give it away, but yeah, he doesn't have line of sight to this thing right now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing Spar
That's why.
figured also.
Yeah, that's probably why he
Because
just suited. Otherwise, I'd get this crossbowman out of there as quick as possible. But yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Is that castle? Is it's really like I feel like Polynor really wants to be the aggressor, and he can't afford to. Like the castle is really nice to retreat into when they're trying to chase you, but you can't sit in there in the beginning of the game. Is what I found.
Yeah, that's a good thing to mention. Yeah.
Like you want to you get up the board as fight for board space, right? As quickly as possible so his range is literally everywhere and he's in the open. But then when they start chasing him, that's when you start taking Liastrum strides moves or one move and shoot and you fall back into like things like this, right? He doesn't ignore relics either, so I don't think Polynor has a single shot right now, which is unfortunate.
No, he has to move. He has to move, but with the Liastrum discharge in hand, and also the twin flames, the crossbowman is in dire straits.
I think I would actually not play with him. I would concede this relic and go with the gargoyle and get him out of there because he has he has what is it, nimbleness? Yeah, so he can ignore attacks of retaliation, and just you don't want to give up 3 mastery for nothing. So
and an activation, that's even more important in my opinion.
Yes.
It's the activation that counts. It's not the 3 echo, but it's the activation count. If he goes too low on the activation count, he's got a huge problem.
Yeah. I think you actually I would have liked to, and actually I can, now that I'm remembering my tech, let me bring up my paint pad here. Oh, I have 2 of them open. I wonder which one I actually captured.
I can tell you.
Yeah. So I would have preferred to him to, let's see, to have him go like up, not this one. All right, let me close that. So I think I would have preferred, oh, I'm drawing in the wrong spot, for him to come like up here and then block line of sight right here, right? And then you're spreading yourself out, so you have to, he's going to take a long time getting to places, so like he's going to have to choose, do I want to move my force here, do I want to move my force here after Polynor, or do I want to go like over here, right? And if he decides to split, that's when you start picking models off, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of like where I would have placed him. But now here he can, Spar can kind of group up. He can kind of group up all his. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The problem with that position you just drew into the map is that the war leader can still move the crossbowman, and after another move from the crossbowman and a hit, the gargoyle is potentially dead.
Yeah.
So I think he wanted to make sure to break line of sight as efficiently as possible, and behind this thing, it's pretty
that's why
safe.
I was hoping you could put it behind this, right? So he would have had to get a good shot on it. You would have had to get all the way over here-ish, right? Which I don't know. I feel like you're pulling models this way as well as leaving the models back here, right? So it would open up a play for Polynor to like swoop along behind him, right, and start plinking away at the more fragile stuff that's kind of left behind. That's kind of my thinking of it, I guess. I don't know. I do think that the Palinor player needs to spread out as much as possible and try to pull things apart. Because if he ever catches more than like one unit, then it's going to be like you don't want to clump up and let him engage two things at once. I think it's going to be problematic.
Oh, that the Twin Flames come around.
Yeah, so this must be the Palinor player, right? So he's going to do 3 to each. I'm not a big fan of this either, to be honest, because he has a priest on board, and a priest, once she gets good on Echo, she has no problem just praying, which can double pray and completely undo this, right? So, like, these things aren't dying, I don't see anytime soon. So next turn, priest can just go and heal them. I would have just held that and my Echo until I can guarantee a kill, essentially.
But isn't he activating Palinor? Oh, he's going with the charge.
Yeah, but that's not 5 damage, right? And maybe he'll realize this
Right.
in 2 and then kind of take back his play because you got to hit them.
Yeah.
Oh, he might flash it back and then kill them, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know
probably.
what? Okay, I see the play now. I see the line. I've been enlightened.
You
Who
see
is
the
he going to
line.
try to kill, though? Is he going to do 3 on the priest?
The Vicarious
Oh,
Priest,
so he's...
100%. Yeah.
Oh, but wait. No, this isn't enough damage. Because he doesn't have Empower on the Artillerist. Yeah. So Twin Flames is only going to do 2 damage next turn, or next activation. Also, Spar has a card in hand, which he can... wait, does the Legacy allow you to prevent spells or only attacks? Whenever you fully prevent this... yeah, it says a source. You may discard a card. I feel like this is getting to be a bit risky. All right, we'll see. Maybe he thinks he can get line of sight somewhere and move up like an inch.
He's going to...
With Palinor? Can Mount Palinor like get a line of sight and beat on him?
Probably.
Oh yeah, maybe he can. So maybe he just needs to move up and then
Yeah,
pop him
just
and
to
then...
move up a little bit to the edge of the Starcast halls.
Yeah.
And then he can shoot him. Yeah. Just moving up a little bit, and then he's done. Crossbowman.
Oh, you know what? I think Maligor might not understand line of sight rules. Is what we're seeing here. He thinks he can draw it from any part of his base to any part of Spar's base. So I think his
That's
plays.
how it works in other games. Maybe.
Yeah, not from the dead center, which is something that I think is very easily misinterpreted by a lot of new players. But
So this is a good example of how line of sight should work. Maybe you can explain for the newcomers who are going to play Malediction.
Yeah. So TTS actually helps you quite a bit like this because it's always going to, when you use the tape measure, snap to the center of the base. And that's where you draw a line of sight from, is always your center of your base to any part of another model's base. What Maligor, I think, was trying to do is say, hey, I can shoot out the side here and double hit this guy, but that doesn't work because line of sight. This is essentially line of effect, which is a different thing. Line of effect is something that applies to auras like pray or inspire, not for the line of sight, which is very restrictive. I think this is one of the aspects that makes the terrain more impactful. I think if line of sight wasn't drawn from the center, the terrain would be mundane and very hard to, or not easy to really make advantage of. But because it's so restrictive, I feel like the game is more complex because you have to be very precise with your positioning. So.
Yeah, I was just typing that. Yeah, so that is where Malediction is a bit more restrictive, but on the other hand, it has more freedom in charge lanes, for example.
It does.
So when you draw a charge lane to any point of the base, you can wiggle around on this line, and you can essentially try not to hit on any walls or something like that. So you have a lot more space to get charges through, which makes the game even more even more fast paced in my opinion. It's really cool. Okay, now it's trying to get the line of sight to the other Citadel crossbowman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably trying to oh, I hope he won't drag him.
That would be helping him quite a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But
I hope he won't pull him in, because otherwise that's gonna be disastrous.
all right, so we moved once for one action, then we're gonna shoot for the other one. I mean, maybe he wants to drag him in so the artillerist can move up and take a shot at him as well. Woo! Rolled back on the 19, but I don't think he needed it, so that's going to be 4 damage, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be 4 damage.
And then he does have the option to pull him in, but the crossbowman hasn't quite gone yet, so it would open up return fire on his gargoyle, which could be.
Yeah, I don't think he should pull him in. I think he should just leave him there.
All right, and that's Palinor's turn. I think the one thing we're worried about here is rites of healing, right? We do not want to see a rites of healing off the top from Spar, because that would just heal all these guys that have taken, 4, 3, 6 damage, heal them back up to full health, pretty much all of them, which would not be beneficial. All right.
Yeah, I don't think you
13 points.
should have split the damage this way. That is kind of a problem, or can be a problem, because the Valkyris priest can heal things up, and I'm not quite sure if that
Okay, so
that
he's
is that advantageous for him.
yeah.
He's checking out the range of the artillerist.
Yep. One thing I must have did the math wrong, because 3 + 3 is 6, and then Twin Flames out of the discard, which will be for 3, is definitely going to be enough to kill him. So I think Spar might have put himself forward there and then realized, oh man, I'm just dropping a relic very up the board. But maybe he wants to, because he's going to park something next to it and die. So it's like, hey, where am I dropping this so I can pass it off to another guy? That's exactly what he's doing, because he's gone with that knight, correct? I haven't been tracking what knights have gone. I think that knight has already gone, so he was seeing, hey, could I give this to a knight?
Spotlight the features of TTS a little bit more. So there's 2 things I want to point out while they're trying to establish in the next move. There is a little flag on the models you can see, and you can just click the flag and light up the base, which indicates that this model has already been activated this turn. And you can see these dice, the huge dice, because normally the dice aren't that big. You can right click on them and increase the size of the dice, or you can just mark it and press the plus or minus to increase the size of the dice to make it more readable, for example. So that's 2 nice features you are offered in the TTS.
Yes, yeah. All right, so we got 3 damage coming in on Palinor, which he doesn't like to see. Yeah, I think that this was the right call going after these crossbowmen. Palinor just doesn't like taking any damage. He is super duper fragile. So we're going to see the artillerist here. I'd be curious, what's the range on the artillerist nowadays? 10 plus 3 is 13.
Yeah.
I don't think he can. Oh, we're gonna check it right here. I'd be curious if he could, because he has 8 inches of movement. Can he be a little bit aggressive and also get a shot on this crossbowman in the back, and if he hits, he can kill it, which would be amazing.
I think
'cause
he has to. I think he has to.
Yeah,
He has to decrease the amount of activations he has.
yeah.
But the
He's
problem
not going to get
is
far enough
he
forward.
won't get the relic
Yeah, yeah.
if he's going for that. But it's probably not enough. I think he should just pick up the relic, shoot the one citadel crossbowman with 2 HP left, and leave it at that.
Well, he would
Just-
be able to do it with the. I don't know. I think the play would actually be ignore the relic. It's going to be there to get with your gargoyle or something later. I think you try to actually kill the other crossbowmen because I think that I like that position a lot more. I don't know if
But I don't think you can reach it, right?
that I don't know. I'm not. I don't have the
No, he cannot.
measurements turned on. Was that his full
He
8
cannot
to
reach
get
it.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, that was his full 8.
Okay. I didn't know if he was purposely staying back to get the relic. If he could have gone a more direct path, which it doesn't look like it could. Yeah, because Twin Flames, you hit both the crossbowmen, and then even on a glance, it's just dead.
Yeah.
So.
But now he still can.
Yeah, this is because that. You know what? I actually don't like this at all. Now I would have parked him out of line of sight. I think because the Warfront commander hasn't gone yet, so the crossbowman's going to walk up, shoot him once, and then Warfront commander is going to battle cry and have him shoot him again. I think this artillerist just might be dead after this exchange. Rolling over here, Preet. He's dead. So, I mean, he does drop a relic, which is good. Oh, unless he shields it. He doesn't, though. Okay. Uh-oh. Relic. Uh-oh. We don't know where the relic is now. Uh-oh. Are we control-Zing? I hope not. All right.
Oh, there it is the husk.
That was quite a bit more further forward than I thought it was, but that's all right. I thought he was like kind of just in range. Yeah, there we go. That's probably more closer placement. Yeah, always important to denote if before you remove a model if he had a relic on him because you do need to replace the husk. It's a little bit of an oopsie there, but I think that's pretty close position. All right. Now Spar's turn to play out. Like I said, I'm worried that this crossbowman might be doing some work here. So. Oh no!
Right.
Where do you evaluate the game right now, Loki? Who do you think is advantaged?
I think it is Spar, as he has a pretty good position. He will for sure take a relic next turn. He's got a 3-card advantage.
Uh-oh.
And
both players just disconnected.
Oh. But that shouldn't be the problem because I'm still in. Yeah, they're just rejoining. Okay. So I think Spar's in a really good spot now. And he's probably going to advance a little bit more.
I think next turn is going to be pretty pivotal. I'm curious what his. Why don't you go into Game Master at least so you can give me information on what their cards are?
Yeah, sure.
Because we know Spar is Rogarth, and then Maligor has nothing right now. So
nothing. Yeah, it's pretty easy to remember.
But
so if I think it's pretty advantageous for Spar currently, and if he manages to keep the crossbowman alive, I think he's gonna have a really good time. But if Maligor is going to draw more damage spells, it will be pretty rough. Oh, and there we go. Another twin Flames.
Oh, so he
Period.
did. He is
Period.
casting. He recasted the Twin Flames. What did he cast?
Mm-hmm. The Liastrum Discharge, I think.
Oh, to do 2 more to the healthy one.
Oh no. He casted the Twin Flames, I think.
Oh, what's the other 2 that he hit then? Oh, to bring the priest down. Okay. Wow. So hopefully he draws something big here, can win initiative, and then he can kill 2 more models. That would be pretty swingy. Especially because
Oh yeah.
going into round 3, we'll get 6. We'll go to 12. So he could play Rogarth or Sigrith. Sigrith doesn't really want to come down here because he's going to be really far behind.
Yeah, what would be your choice? Rogarth to have
I
mobile
I
breaker?
think I would have to play Rogarth, but that doesn't feel good because that's one more card that you're not going to be able to discard for.
Smart. Mm.
Yeah. Let me get these cleaned up.
But I think it has to be Rogarth because otherwise you are just running after him and you
Yep.
won't catch him.
Yeah, now with Sigrith. Though this could, well, does this matter? Probably not. It doesn't feel good to lose an artillerist, but it's not game defining, right? So Spar will go up to 24, right? 26 because of the Hunter's Bow to right now 13, but next turn he's going to kill another 7, so he'll go to 20. And then eventually we think Spar will pick up this relic for 30. So let's see. If Spar, or sorry, I'm thinking from Maligor, he probably easiest path to victory is killing both of the knights, right? They're 12 HP, defense 13. Yeah, that's probably because I mean, I guess you could kill the Warfront commander as well, but they won't have unless they're giving shield wall to each other, and then you. The reason why I would target the knights, I think, is because they are the ones with protection, so you don't. It's if you go after the Warfront commander, then they're not spreading shots like that, right? The other thing we have to consider is Spar can discard to prevent damage, right? So yeah, he just decided that he's going to back up here to be within protection. So now this means that the Twin Flames from Palinor is not going to, but I'm curious if he is leaving. I'm not going to measure because I'm still not sure if they can see our hand, but oh yeah, he's definitely in line of sight right now. You're still with me, right, Nico?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was just thinking about yeah, I'm not quite sure why he threw the crossbowman this far forward without the other knight being around for the protection, because that would have saved him quite a lot.
Yeah, true. He could have done that instead
And
of
he
taking
can out-activate him anyway, so there's no reason to go forward and shoot.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not killing Polinor with 14 HP, right?
Right. He did that to get a shot. Yeah, there's definitely something to take note of and ask him in the post game. That play. But I've been here. Like sometimes you just feel like you have to run face first into Palinor, um, in order to start doing damage and kind of chain. So interesting enough, he set up the daisy chain here. So if you shoot the crossbowman, he can chain it to one of the knight with protection, and then that knight can chain it to the other knight. So he's going to be able to spread that damage quite a bit.
I don't think that is possible.
What do you mean?
Once per turn in this would be dealt to new allied direction.
The current FAQ states that you are able to daisy chain protection. Now, whether they changed that because the new rulebook came out, for those that aren't aware, so and they did say that after the new rulebook, they're going to re-devise the FAQ yet again. Why is the priest? Oh, he's battle crying the priest. I mean, this priest is just dead no matter what. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
probably Probably gone in a second.
Unless he, well, I mean, if he wins initiative, then the priest can double like pray itself or heal itself. Um, But now the priest isn't even in position to pray or anything like that either. So
Currently.
yeah,
He's probably
interesting.
going to.
All right, so Spar is picking up 2. We didn't see a shot from the crossbowman. That makes sense. That's way more than 8 inches
There we
there.
go.
Spell
He's
Eater
going for the
Mask.
Spell Eater Mask.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
that is such a good relic.
I can't even measure. Spectators can't do anything.
No, they can't. What do you want to measure?
I was just curious how far away the artillerist is from the crossbowman.
Artillerist from the bowman is 13.1.
13.1. Okay. Which is just outside of the artillerist right now.
Exactly.
So can't sit and double shoot. Ooh,
What would you go for now? Because I think the Marius Vexillum.
not on the unless you're gonna pass it to something. I would either take Fang here for a move double shoot, or
Ooh,
I
yeah.
would knock the top. I think.
Yeah, move double shoot sounds really great.
Yeah. Especially if you
Or the
can
top.
pass that. Especially if you can pass that off to like a Weaver or something like that. Those can get pretty. You can get pretty nutty doing things. What do I want to see for the Palinor player off the top of the deck? I think I'd want to see. I'm gonna have 2. I'm gonna go up to 8. We have Twin Flames in hand. I think I just want another Twin. Ooh, Reaper's Edge. I don't know about that. But
well, it is an essence
ooh,
binder.
Heart
So
would have been good as well. Does it have to be
yeah.
killed from a melee attack to do Essence Binder?
No. Whenever an
okay.
enemy is defeated during this unit's activation, so he can shoot
Yeah.
it and he can recast
Ooh,
from the discard
boots.
pile and deal damage to gain another 3 echo. So the Reaper's Edge is really good
Yeah.
if he wants to catch up with the echo.
Okay. Can you see if Palinor has line of sight right now
To
to the
which unit?
crossbowman?
I can check. Yeah, he has.
Okay. Because the big play here is he can pull the crossbowman before any damage is done out of the protection bubble, and he can then kill the crossbowman, which is
So
pretty
for
big.
cards, he got the Momentum Weaver, which is a big card to gain
Yeah.
initiative, and the
Yes.
Spellbound Bahig Ujin.
Hujin?
I
Okay.
pronounce it.
Yeah, I'd bid that away, try to take initiative, go with Palinor, shoot him to pull, and then Twin Flames. Oh yeah, Twin Flames on the priest, kill the priest, and 3 damage to probably the commander now. Like I don't like that
The commander, yeah.
I don't like that the
Because-
heart is now on the knight.
Because with the Essence Reaver, the commander is probably going down really quick.
Yep.
With 13 inches. So cards for Spar are, besides the Rogarth that was in hand beforehand, Convoke. So you
Okay.
can
Another
fetch up
priest
another priest.
or
And
knight.
Rites of Healing.
Okay, that's not good. So we're bidding. So let's see if he
has
bids
to
the
bid. He has
Rogarth.
to do it.
Yeah, but I think Spar bids the Rogarth.
I think he has to.
This
Otherwise,
is a
2
big
units
play
are
here.
gone. Yeah, that's a crucial moment, as you predicted earlier.
Yep.
Turn 3 is decisive on which way this game will probably go. So is he going to bid? That's the big question.
And is he going to bid? I mean, you said rights.
Oh
rights.
my god, he's bidding.
Rights?
He's bidding, but he's bidding a low card.
Oh no. Oh!
And he wins the bid because he did not bid the Momentum Weaver.
Oh
but
no. He would have won with the Momentum Weaver. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, that's a crucial moment. Yeah, he would have get rid of the Vicarious Priest and the Citadel Crossbowman.
Because the other thing is the Citadel Crossbowman drops the relic. So
and Rogarth's going down.
Oh gosh, this
He's
might
coming down. That doesn't look good for the Bodydom player.
Ooh. Okay, so he's letting the crossbowman die here. Well, maybe not. We'll see what happens.
I mean, he has protection still, right?
He does, and Rogarth is blocking him in. So I'm curious if he's gonna send Rogarth in right away, because then it actually opens up the window where Maligor can still pull him and kill the crossbowman. Yeah, I think that we need 2 glances because Rogar hits like a wet paper towel when he glances, which will only do 4 damage. And then we still have a shield spell left. Well, I don't know. Things with dice can happen. So, we're going with the priest first. Okay, that makes sense. She's
Probably
healing
going
2
to
for
heal.
each. Yep.
Yeah, heal 2.
Is that what? Can you measure 6?
Heal 2.
Is he cheating? That.
Is he cheating? It's probably not. I don't think so. Yeah, he's measuring.
Okay.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
All right, that's fair. All right, well that
doesn't look good.
Well, I would be going with the artillerist now to get activations with it because it's definitely dead. And he has 8 echo. He didn't play. Wait, he didn't play the momentum weaver. Is he in the twilight? Is he in the twilight zone after not winning the initiative? Like, why would you keep the momentum weaver and not play it?
I think he has to bid it. He has to bid it in any way to get rid of 2 of them.
Yeah.
But not playing the momentum weaver is.
And Rogarth's in the bubble right now too. Actually, okay, so he's running away.
Yeah, but there's no running from Rogarth. There just isn't. He's going to get one.
He wants to be
He's
next to
probably
Palinor for some reason.
He's probably going to get the gargoyle now.
I'd still charge down there. You want to get as close to Palinor as possible. Like, what is the?
Yeah,
I just ignored the gargoyle. He's not gonna do. Oh, he's touching the train.
He's going to the Starcast Halls and cast another Twin Flames.
That makes sense. Okay, so he's gonna do 2 to the. I mean, he's gonna protect whatever, and then the. Well, he can still kill the priest. Okay, so he can flash back the Twin Flames and still do 3 on Palinor's turn, and then also. He's probably going to protect whatever this the damage is from to the crossbowman is what I imagine. Yep.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, it is
He just takes it.
18 units. 18 units in the deck, and he's got a lot of it on the field.
He could kill the crossbowman here by shooting Rogarth first, pulling him, and then. Oh, I don't know if you can pull it so that he would still have land. Oh wait, no, Palinor has pinpoint, so he doesn't care about models in front of him.
Exactly.
So you can still kill both of them. Maybe there's a way to like the window is definitely closing for the Palinor player, right? I often feel like Palinor typically wants to win the game in 4 turns, maybe 5. But the longer the game goes on, I feel like his window typically is closing, just because he's running out of cards himself and everything. Unless you get really lucky chaining spells, which we've drawn 2 cards off our legacy, which is pretty good so far.
Everything was a hit until now.
Yeah.
With the,
wait, did he roll a 20? Oh no, this is just the default state of the die. Okay. Okay,
also
he's
not
chaining.
Increased, so you can see the difference in dice size.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, we have we have black here. Okay. Oh, and the blue one still. All right. I don't know which dice are rolling. So did he roll a hit and do a glance on something?
Not quite sure about it, but he's going to protect, I think, anyway.
Yeah, he's chaining the protected, seems like.
I think he clicked on the wrong button because he's giving the Knight of Astaris.
Well,
No
I think
help.
this is the
Oh, it's the
one
heart.
that
It's the
has the
heart.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so that's the artillerist.
Polynor has line of sight to the crossbowman still, but Rogarth is... Oh yeah, he's measuring. Oh yeah, he wants to go in and engage Polynor. 6, free move. Rogarth is riding on a griffin. He's got a free move. There he goes with his first AP, first action point. And then he's going right behind Polynor and probably engaging him. So he is in dire straits now. He hasn't got a lot of options yet left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you can't double play spells out of your discard, so you can't do the Twin Flames, draw something, and then play it with Polynor. Because it would be nice if he still had that Twin Flames in hand. Well, then you wouldn't be able to draw. So I guess, yeah, there's just no sequencing of getting this in there. He did snap it back, though, so maybe he wasn't happy with that positioning.
Interesting.
Is the artillerist within 1 of Polynor?
I don't think he is.
Okay.
Check real quick.
Because the other thing about this positioning is if this
He is in exactly
okay,
1.
so Polynor is going to contest it if he kills the artillerist, which is pretty good because then he just won't lose the game, right? Because Spar's at 20. Okay, he'd only go up to 30, so he doesn't. He would go up to 36, which is not losing the game, even if he killed the gargoyle right now as well. And then we're at 36. He's at 20 right now. If he gets to the relic 30. And then killing the artillerist is 4 plus 2, and then the gargoyle is 3. So he pretty much, the only way to lose the game at this turn is killing Polynor and picking up relics.
Exactly. So he's still strategizing, trying to find a way into Polynor in his castle. I mean, it's still 13 inches with the range of the artillerist, so he still can be a problem. I think I would go for it.
All right, so he's moving double protection, so he's turning off the possibility for Polynor to pull him in, and kill him on hit. Yeah, and there's just no line of sight there. And pretty much that whole top middle side of the Starcast Hall's board. So Polynor could try to start hurting. So we have a Convoke left in hand, right? Which is actually pretty relevant for Spell Eater Mask, because the second part of Spell Eater Mask is you can discard a spell card to heal 5 health, which is pretty good, actually. Especially if he doesn't need this Convoke, which I don't think he does. So shooting Rogarth before he activates is not going to be good because he'll be able to discard that Convoke and heal 5 health. Obviously, Maligor doesn't know this, but I was just seeing if there is a way that Polynor could really put a hurt on Rogarth, but I don't think he can.
No, I don't think. 16 health is a lot, and he's got the Spell Eater Mask, which makes him immune to any kind of spell, so he's super safe. He doesn't go where you don't want to go, and he's still able to heal a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the burst damage on Polynor right now is 11, right? Because he could, and let's just, without current board state, if there's a way he could double hit, pull him in, that's 8, 8, 11 to do damage. But I don't think there's a way for him to do that unless Rogarth moves into a position where he could double shoot and pull him in. So
You said 11. I think it's 12. No, it is. Wait, it's 13.
Why?
13, right? Because shoot with a hit,
Yep. 8.
and then Liastrum discharge.
He has Spell Eater Mask. I was counting the Snapjane Chaw to pull him in
Oh,
and do
sorry.
3 there.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. All right, yeah.
So what I think I would do actually right here is do the sacrificial gargoyle play and just gum him up and buy another turn, get in some like he kill the priest for sure. It's off by itself. You have to turn off the healing and then get some damage in on Rogarth, which you'll have to start whittling him away and let the gargoyle just tie up things and feed him 3 mastery. Because he clearly took a defense position by moving the priest into there. So, and maybe you can draw off your legacy again by doing.
I think he's shooting Rogarth now with Polinar.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and then just kill the priest. He's gonna disperse the damage, but you can just try to, put out as much damage as you can. I think that just making it like optimizing attacks is definitely the correct move to do here. Okay, so he doesn't want to pull him too far forward, but just out of reach of the bubble.
Yeah,
he's
that's a
making
good play.
he's making his rolls off screen, so it's a 16 to hit on the die, plus whatever Polynor. So he pulls him a little bit forward, does 4 damage to him. Great start. Again, or is he gonna Twin Flames now at this point?
No, he's hitting
Second
again.
roll.
And
another hit.
12. That should hit.
Okay.
16 hits. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got 14. He's a pretty beefy boy.
Yep.
The Rogarth, 16 health, 14 defense. And he's going for the Liastrum.
Oh no, you can't do that, dude. You can't do that. You have Spell Eater Mask.
That is not possible to do on.
Just do the Twin Flames.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He just, I think Spar just said
Yeah.
that he cannot do that. Yeah, Twin Flames is going out. And
But don't discard
going
the.
to-
Wait, why is the Liastrums being discarded? Or was that supposed to be?
Oh, that was in the.
Oh, that
in
wasn't.
the
Okay.
chapter.
Yeah. Got it. So Priest
And
is
he's going
dead.
for the priest and the bone bat, probably, which can be distributed again.
Yeah, you just got to put damage on the protection guys somewhere and start spreading it around.
I mean, you have to start somewhere.
Yep. And then please check your legacy, because we like to draw cards.
Especially after the enforced balance.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Priest down.
27.
27 mastery.
All right, so Rogarth and his relic turns on a win for us. So that's probably what we're looking at the hardest to win next round with Polynor. Checking. Oh no, but do we discard it? I don't think you're playing that side. Well, maybe you are.
Do you I think it should be on top. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because
So
if you don't get rid of the gargoyle now, there is a high possibility to spawn that thing in the back.
yes, because
And then
we're
get
going
the
into
word.
turn 3. So he'll wait. Is this turn 3 or 4?
This is round 3. So we're
Round 3.
going
Okay,
into
so we'll
turn
go into.
4.
So he'll gain 8. So he'll be left at 5, and I'm losing track of spells. What's been exiled over here? Oh, Twin Flames. So we have another Twin Flames, and then that's it. Just another Twin Flames, right? Oh, so he did choose to do the discharge and keep the Twin Flames online, right? He didn't do that damage anywhere, is what I'm seeing.
No, the Knight of Astaris, he lost 3 health. So it
Okay.
should have been the Twin Flames.
Or maybe I'm losing track of how many Twin Flames he's casted, to be honest with you. But all right, so let's hope that is this a single move, 9 inches? It looks like. Let's see, 11. Oh no, this is a double move, so this would be a charge essentially.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So
He
he'd
also
get one.
healed with the Convoke.
He
So
did, yep, which we
back
kind of
up to
expected,
13.
but I don't think he can put, because he has pinpoint, so no matter what, maybe not. Maybe he did put him in a spot where, can you, okay, well, I'm not going to try to measure. I don't know if he can see our hands again. Oh,
The interesting thing about that is that the Trapjaw chain says
yeah,
whenever this unit scores range hit, may pull the defender up to 6 whenever an enemy becomes engaged with this unit. So it only has to be within 1 to suffer 3 damage. Doesn't have to be base to base.
yep, which
So
I don't think
if
he could.
accomplish that, that would be.
It would take a move
nasty.
out of Polynor, unfortunately. I don't think it's worth it rather than just taking the free damage there. So
And then we've got a charge
9.
and 9 to hit.
That'll hit. So he takes 6. Doesn't kill him though. And he's out of cards, which is the important thing for Spar. Or I mean for Maligor, really.
Yeah, he has no cards.
Alright, so Gargoyle's play here is to move up just outside of Rogar so you can drop the Spellbound Devour into him, right?
Exactly. And
you can't,
out of harm's way for
yeah, well,
any
and you can't, so because he does have the Warfront Commander, so you got to put him so he's triple, so he's triple, yeah, just put him behind the artillerists. No, don't engage him, don't engage him.
Don't engage.
Oh no, he think he engaged
Oh
him.
no, he's engaging.
He forgot about his own Spellbound Devour. Because I don't think there's anywhere you can put him off of Polynor to get him.
He's attacking.
Yep.
With a 1. It's a 1.
1 damage. Yep.
That is
because you still have the
unfortunate.
Momentum Weaver too, right? So you could bid the Momentum Weaver. Ooh, I don't like that play, but yeah, I think you would have definitely guaranteed initiative, gone with Spellbound. Spellbound, it also has Essence Binder, so you can get more Echo back when you kill Rogarth, and he has Weapon Master, so I think he's hitting at 6. He hits at 6, and Rogarth's defense is 6. So I think you would go with. Oh, this is interesting that he's just completely leaving Rogarth out to dry like this. Actually, I'd be running all the rest of my knights, which he hasn't activated any of them, to pretty much hug Rogarth.
Yeah, distribute damage is so good. Distributing damage is absolutely tremendous in this situation. Oh, but he's trying to go into melee with Polynor next turn.
Ooh, I don't like this because this is the one with the heart, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
And so if he kills this guy and then picks up the relic, that's just the game. As long as he doesn't lose the artillerist.
That is the game.
Okay, he's planning on dropping. He has 3. He's going to get 8, so he's planning on dropping Sigurith here. Is what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
But that requires him winning the bid and not getting counter played with the Devourer.
Yeah.
Because if the Devourer if he wins the bid and then
summons in the
Polynor,
Devourer?
the Devourer first, then that's in a really bad spot. This is a risky play.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah. I mean, Spar is drawing into his bids where we know a Momentum Weaver is in. So Spar has Salvation and 2 Exemplars that can outbid the Momentum Weaver. So 3 cards out of how many cards are in his deck right now? Do we know? 19. So 3 of 19. Let's get the calculator out and see what the probability is that he'll hit a Salvation or an Exemplar. All right, we have 19 cards in the population size. I don't think there's any other cards higher than 6. 19 We're drawing 2, and we have 3. We need to hit one of them. He has a 29.8% chance to hit one of those 3. So we'll see how this
wait,
goes.
yeah, it's Herald, Truestone, Exemplar. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because he wins on a 6, so it has to be 7 or up.
Yep.
Oh, and let's hope that Maligor sees the play, because this could be the game. I mean, as long as the artillerist doesn't die. What did he get?
In the defense, we've got perfect information.
Yeah,
we see
yeah.
the battlefield. We are not playing ourselves, so
Tell
it
me
is
what
kind
Spar
of
got.
easy for us to comment on things that they should probably do. But if you are playing yourself, it's always a bit more complicated. You've got plans in mind. You don't know the next move of your opponent and stuff.
Nonsense.
So
I always have perfect information.
you always have perfect. You're going always for being game master in TDS games.
Yeah.
I see.
Can you tell me what Spar has?
So we've got Leastrum Stride, which is
that's really
absolutely
good.
great. That's
Because
really good.
He can play that while activating the spellbound first. And
Yes.
and then what does Spar get? Did he hit one of the 3? Oh, is he building the Momentum Weaver?
He's got the Answer the Call and Shield of Andros.
Oh, we got it. Oh wait, what?
Yep.
Yes. Oh,
Momentum Weaver played.
Spellbound's
For the
coming in.
initiative.
So the play here is Spellbound into the Knight, Leastrum Stride the Artillerist out of Rogarth, so he doesn't lose it, and then go with the Spellbound and start wailing on this guy.
This poor knight.
Please, come on, you gotta see it.
Oh my god. Oh, it's arranged it. Okay. I just thought about putting the Spellbound in, giving the Spellbound the Trapjaw Chain.
Yeah.
And you can do 1 additional damage. Which
you are giving up the melee master. I think the melee, and you got to turn off. You can't do that because you have to turn off the Sigrith coming in.
Yeah.
Just deploy the Spellbound and turned off Sigrith. He's clearly gonna play Sigrith. Oh, please see it. Wait, what? No! He let him deploy first!
He gives him... Oh my god, he gives him
the play!
Oh, that's horrible. And he's instantly placing Sigrith into
no, he even pre-measured it. That was the game.
It's instantly in, yeah.
Or did he measure it so she was just out?
Wait, not engaging.
Oh, so did he purposely play this so that she'd be out of it?
Okay,
no, that's in.
It's engaged.
Oh no, he punted. That's gonna be.
That's it.
That might
be the
everything punt
correct
of the year.
until he gave him the initiative to place first.
Oh no. Oh buddy. Where you can't put this anywhere.
Oh no. Oh my god. I mean, he has an Answer the Call in hand, so he can play a unit and deploy it as reinforcement to an engaged ally.
That's fair, I guess.
So, and with 1 echo left, he would have been able to do so.
Yeah, but you're not smiting. You're not smiting Polynor with that, though.
No, and now he has to put the Spellbound Devourer into his reinforcement in this deployment zone.
I mean, there's a chance with going first you could kill this knight, right? What is it at? Oh, it's at 17. I thought it took some chip damage, but it must have been.
You can't.
No? Wait. You might have been able to. 6, 12, plus another 5 from discharge. I can't tell. If discharge was still in there, that would be 16. He would have been 1 short. Bummer.
Yeah, I think closing down on Polynor and his crew. This is probably game. He's going to activate first with the Spellbound Devourer.
We still got some dice in here that can. Oh wait, he's gonna pull Sigrith out. That's not a bad play. The problem I don't like with attacking Sigrith here is that it doesn't win us the game because Sigrith, you would have to kill something else, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we're playing Stride. Who are we
Stride.
playing Stride on? I think you need to do it the Artillerist, but he's probably going to want to get the Devourer in there. Also,
Probably.
Sigrith has access to the protection here.
Yeah. She's got access to the protection. She's still got a card in
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
that's
can
more
use
for
the
Rogarth.
answer the
Yeah.
call for 5 healing on Rogarth,
Yeah.
or she can use
Ooh.
it to prevent 3 damage on Andravon's protection
Right.
and the
Yep.
Divine Retribution.
Very true. I think I would try to. God, this is so hard. The game was all set up if you would have. I think actually you activate
But do you-
Polynor first. Leastrum
Do you
stride
win
him out.
instantly? No. If you are getting rid of the knight, you don't win instantly, right?
You would if you pick it up too,
Yeah, at the end.
which I think you could maneuver with the pulls and stuff like that from Polynor. I think
Well,
you
I
could
mean, yeah, man, yeah.
even with
I mean, with
answer
the
the call
Leastrum
coming down.
stride, he can do absolutely.
Yeah. Curious what he's thinking here. All right, I'm gonna actually turn on their audio because I'm curious what the conversation is here. So don't speak, okay, until I tell you to.
Right.
And now, who of them is better to?
So the knight is obviously way easier to hit, but it's still at 14 versus 15. Oh, 14 versus 16. So I think that.
A shield of 16.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some nice sound effects there by Maligor, blowing some raspberries when he realized that Sigrith is defense 16. But yeah, you can. I muted them again. It sounds like he's trying to go into both of them. Striding there.
Is she 16? Oh yeah, the aura
because of the
fortitude.
shield wall. Yeah.
Aura fortitude.
I think I would have tried for the pull on the, and now at this position, I think I would have tried to Spellbound Devour, pull the knight. You need a
Yeah.
10, which does not feel good, and then
I mean,
then he just goes and probably shifts him back, right? That's probably what happens.
the problem is now with one smite hit from Sigrith, Polynor's probably
No,
gone.
he's at 10, right? It would only do 10 damage, and he's at 11.
Yeah,
So he would be
yeah,
alive.
right. Yeah.
But we do have a crossbowman on the board still, which has a buddy battle cry.
Yeah.
So Polynor might be pretty much in danger here.
And with
Like I said,
that,
I think I would have liked to gone with Polynor first at this point, back him up with Stride, double shoot something, and yeah. Well, maybe you need Polynor's spell to be out of the grave, actually.
the 9. Oh no, that's a 16.
Yep.
Pardon me.
I think
so that is a lot of damage, but it's not enough.
yeah. Does he have? He has a lot of echo. And does he still have No, he played the telekinesis, right? I think what I would have liked to do is gone. Yeah, who is he going with? That's a miss, probably.
4.
Yep.
Polynor, is it?
Yeah. That's
Or is
only a
it
9.
Rogoth?
10, 11.
Oh yeah,
So that's nice. That's only 8. Which
Yep.
brings him down to 4, which means the crossbowman has to hit to kill Polynor.
Which brings him down to 3.
3. Oh, really? 8?
Which doesn't matter. Yeah,
Oh,
11
it
minus
does,
8 is
yeah.
still 3.
So it's still, no matter what, it's going to be dead.
It doesn't matter.
But
It
he can
does not
stride
matter.
away if he sees it.
Yeah, he can play it from the discount.
Yeah. Oh, we missed both times on. Oh, he shielded it. He protected it. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, he shielded.
Yep.
He
Okay.
attacked Sigrid, and one time he let the damage come through, and one time he used protection. Protection is such a good skill.
It is. I think it's one of the best fill. Resistance probably is number one, but protection is right up there with it as well.
Yeah.
He's doing stride out of the discard, probably activating Polynor. Get out of dodge.
Get away. Oh. Oh, he moved it just a little bit for the trap job, probably.
Oh.
So
Oh, but
hopefully dealing 7 damage.
did he do enough to pull it out of the protection? Because that could be again
Yeah.
killing Sigrid doesn't win you the game though, because it only brings you up to 37.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
but
on spot.
he can wait. He can kill the. Oh, but he only can cast one spell. Bummer. I would have maybe even thought about killing the crossbowmen with the twin
Ooh.
flames. He could have done.
Yeah, but he already played
He did.
the last one.
Oh well.
Shit. Oh, another one!
Oh.
It's
Let's-
another one on the hit, and that is just 1 damage.
You said
Oh,
another
that's
one.
unfortunate.
Was that the first one of the game, or are they
This is the second one you're rolling.
second one? Oh,
The first
no.
one was with the gargoyle and Rogar.
Oh, yeah, that one didn't matter though, because he just always does one anyways.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
There's a hit.
And it's going for the 17. There we go.
So here's 7 damage, but he's still going to be able to prevent it. It is separate sources though. So he can only, because it's activation 1, he can only shield wall one of them. Whether they know that or not, I'm not sure, but. I need to step away for a second, so I'm going to leave it to you, Nico, to fill in the dead air.
All right. So he's thinking about pulling her in, dealing the additional damage. Oh, he is going to deal the additional damage. No protection used. Pulling her in. That should be a little bit more. Oh no. Okay, so now he's dealing the 4 damage on Sigrid. She has to be pulled a little bit further in, so she's out of the protection, which is the case now. And she's taking another 3, she should be. Right, and Spar is activating Rogoth. With an 18 on the momentum weaver. No, the conclave artillerist. Yeah. That is another relic gone. Reaper's Edge down. And another relic to grab. He can now do a move because Rogarth has the ability to cleave whenever this unit. Oh no, not a move. He can perform another free melee attack. And he's going to do so on a 16, another hit.
Ooh.
Oh, a glance wouldn't have been enough, but now he
this
is
is
clearing
looking
up
like the game.
space. Yeah, that
Oh wait, I
is
thought we
not
agreed that
gonna do-
Polynor was able to touch that guy, but I don't think he can. It looks like so. This might be the game. I think here.
And he
Rogarth just has to get out of dodge to let this knight pick up this relic because Rogarth has a relic. So
I mean, he still has his free move, right?
he does, yes.
Yeah, so he can just move around.
But he can't. So after this move, he cannot cleave, right? Because the separate action.
No, he already cleaved. He
Yep.
activated. He attacked the conclave.
Well, he did get another cleave from killing the gargoyle, but you can't break up your cleave attack because it says as soon as you, whenever this
Exactly.
defeats a meta, you got to make it again. And so he
Absolutely.
can't cleave anything else, so he has to, now he's taking his free move, but he's not going to be able to get another free attack after this free move. If he
Oh,
had,
now I see. Now I
if,
see what he did. I was wondering why Sigrid didn't take the full damage. He discarded the answer the call
for the
to
3.
prevent damage for the 3 damage from that source. But
Yep.
I think they added the damage, so it would have been prevention on the trap jaw chain, which would have been exactly 3, and
Got
by
it.
preventing that, she would have been able to make an attack against that ally, against that enemy, which they did not,
Yep. So
because they
here,
just added the damage together.
ooh, looks like
And
he's
that
just out of
is
range.
mm,
We got
but
Spar here trying to farm a little bit extra mastery here. So we have he's up in 8. There's the hit. Polynor is going to die too, drop his relic, unfortunately. And
that's the
then,
game.
yeah, I don't think that there's any way for him to pick up that one as well because the spellbound is
No,
going to
he's got no
engage.
activations left.
Well,
So
I meant more. Can Spar also scoop up all 4 relics? Was what I was
no, he can't.
debating.
No, he
But
can't.
yeah, because Sigrid is already activated and she's engaged by the spellbound.
Yeah, so we can.
Yeah.
They probably are going to unmute us right at the moment
Yep.
because
So I think,
that concludes the game.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah, I
Hello,
think the
Maligor.
final
Hello, Spar.
score.
Yeah, that is game exactly. Alrighty.
I think the final mastery is going to be 7. It looks like to 49.
Yep. Which game felt a lot closer than that.
It did.
Until
It came.
Yeah, was just the last
yeah,
round.
Yep.
it was really hard to move in on Polynor because he's got so many ranged units. I couldn't just walk into line of sight. So I had to be really careful with
Yeah,
my
and
positioning
especially
as I tried to advance up.
the Astarian pathways were not in the middle or central, so you couldn't use the boost as effectively as you probably wanted to.
Yep.
And the Starcast swords were, yeah, pretty much covering the middle ground, which made your army as a slow army even slower.
Yep.
Yes.
So, yeah. First of all, thanks for the game. It was a good game to watch. There were
Yeah, it was fun.
some really interesting situations. I wrote some down, where we would like to ask you just 1 or 2 questions to the game itself. So, first of all, what was the moment that you think was advantageous or disadvantageous for you when you drew something or when you played something? Spar, we would like to start with you. What was your most anticipated moment of this game where you said, okay, now it feels good?
Round 1 drawing enforced balance with all of those units in my hand and
yeah.
only one
Yeah.
spell that I was able to bid the one spell that I had, play all of my units. I had initiative, so I could even go first to pray with my priest to get enough echo to then play enforced balance, all just right at the get-go. That felt like a pretty important moment in the game, and then I feel like from there it was just trying really hard to stay out of Polinor's line of sight and keep advancing up onto him, while struggling to keep my units alive from all of his spells that he was slinging at me.
Yeah. I mean, he even had a counterspell in hand with neutralizing ward, but it is a swift.
It is a swift, yep.
And that would be really frustrating. So, Maligor, what did you think when he just played the enforced balance, even though you have the Runefold Gauntlet to play the spells out of the discard pile?
I was feeling like, oh no. Because you just mentioned exactly, I think, this stuff when on his deck, what is he playing, and it was like, okay, if you play it later in the game, I don't mind. But then first turn, and I was thinking, no. And then the next thing was like, okay, I played Polinor, it's not that bad then for every other seeker.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a situation when you had the Momentum Weaver in hand. You just drew with a 6 to bid for initiative, and you didn't go for the Momentum Weaver, but for the Spellbound Bahig Ujin. And went for the initiative with a 2, while being able to, I think, get rid of the Crossbowman and the Valkyrist Priest. So maybe you can tell us what went through your mind when you decided to go with the Bahig Ujin and not with the Momentum Weaver. Did you have other plans for the Momentum Weaver?
I really like to have the Momentum Weaver as a surprise element, because with his movement shenanigans he have, I feel always bad to just kick him, but with all this heavy armored units coming to me, I just want to have a big beast to stand against them.
Yeah, I think the Momentum Weaver is really crucial when you knock back a whole movement. That is a lot, especially with Polinor having range 18 on his attack.
Yeah. You mean the turn before this? Because that was my problem. I have to choose if I take him or use the spells. There was not enough echo for both.
Yeah.
And then I was going with the spells, especially if I have.
All right.
Yeah, and I think another moment was when you won the initiative bid on that last turn. I was really expecting you to play the Spellbound Devourer to engage my knight.
Yep.
Yeah, if you had summoned first, that would have set me back a lot, because then Sigurith would have had to like deploy over here with these guys, and everything kind of would have been way more difficult. This Spellbound Devourer would have been here eating my knight alive. That would have made the game a lot more difficult, I feel like.
So Spar, I wanted to ask you, I think it was turn 3. You moved up your crossbowman with the relic to take a shot and do some damage onto Polinor. But I think it was pretty clear that with the Twin Flames in the discard, he was going to die, right? So was your thought, like, you chose that rather than running him into bodyguards to protect him? I guess, was your thought of, I'm going to lose this guy anyways, I'm just going to let him die and then put the relic in an advantageous spot, or did the protection play not even kind of cross your mind that, hey, I could keep this alive if I ran it to knight or something? Curious your thoughts there.
Yeah, it was a tough choice. I just felt like, I mean, that crossbowman felt like he was gonna die eventually, no matter what. I could have kept him alive for longer, but I think I saw the Spell Eater mask on the board, and I had Rogarth in my hand, and I really wanted to pick up the Spell Eater mask just in case he had a demanifest, so he couldn't demanifest Rogarth. So I let him kill the crossbowman, knowing that next turn I was going to deploy Rogarth, and I could pick up the Spell Eater mask with one of my other units and then hand it off to him.
Yeah.
And also get a little bit of damage on Polinor, because he had no protection units near Polinor, and Conclave has no heals, so I wanted to start putting pressure on Polinor to start making him feel a little bit pressured, because he was kind of sitting back and getting free shots all game.
Yeah, I wanted to.
That was kind of my thought.
I wanted to call back to that balance play and really kind of, if we could spend another minute just talking about it, like how did it feel? Because I think playing it, that feels very powerful turn 1, right? Having your opponent discard their hand, even though Polinor doesn't hurt as bad, they can play out of their discard. Same with like Morda. But then the other thing I kind of realized out of the game is like you were just super card starved yourself to really benefit from Sigurith's Legacy at all, or even play on board. I guess did it, in hindsight, do you feel like it was as advantageous doing that? I guess you didn't really have any
still
other
do.
plays, but like I guess I'm just curious more of your thoughts on that, and like there is the negative side of playing balance and dumping your entire hand is you don't have any cards then either, right?
That's true, but this is a really unit-heavy deck, so I think I'm pretty happy to just dump a bunch of units on the board and then not have any cards left. He had 4 cards in his hand, so even if I think 2 of them were spells and 2 of them were units, just getting the spells into his discard pile is still beneficial because then he can't cast them twice. So that helps some. And then also the units that he had, I think he had, I want to say it was the Shield Mage, maybe?
Yeah, he
And then
discarded.
something else. And
And
getting
he
rid of
has
the Shield
one.
Mage is really nice, because if he had that Shield Mage sitting on Polynor, it would have been really hard to kill him. So I think it worked out in my favor. But yeah, definitely it's not as potent as against other Seekers, because Polynor can still cast those cards from the discard.
Yeah, and Maligor, you were getting bailed out by your own legacy. I think you drew 2 or 3 cards off of your legacy, which was always good. But you are running 18 spells, so maybe that's was a foregone conclusion. So I just wanted to commend you as well for really going after the priest and the crossbowmen. I think your line of play, though there were maybe a couple of things you would take back, I commend you on being able to identify what were the problem pieces, and I thought that your line of play was really, really strong as well.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My thing is always my problem with Polynor was the totally right move to give me the staff, relic staff.
Oh yes.
Yes.
And
Although the Trapjaw chain was really good for you. Sorry to interrupt. The Trapjaw chain was really good for you as well, because you were able to pull my units out of protection several times.
Yeah. So this is those 3 things, and this is always the thing with Polynor. I think you need the right spells or the right artifacts at the right time. And for me, the whole game was feeling like, oh, it's not too bad, but also not really good.
Mm.
Yeah, I was really, really sitting like, okay, I not get the stuff I really want one time. Yeah? Just always the middle. It's not feeling bad, but it's not really feeling good. I don't get that I can put one of these units back. I cannot change position. Nothing of the really nicey stuff I can really make him game out of order or something.
You did
You had
have an opportunity.
telekinesis.
Yeah, I was going to mention on the relics, you did have an opportunity to pick up Fang on the artillerist, but you chose Reaper's Edge over that. I was curious if you could elaborate on that decision.
I had the Fang.
There was an option for a Fang at least at one point, I think, but you picked Reaper's Edge. And I was wondering, we were talking about whether you were wanting it for the Echo, potentially, for Essence Binding?
Yeah, I would like for the Echo, because there was a lot of units who are really already down.
Yeah, your Momentum Weaver is kind of stuck at hand because you had to save your Echo for your spells and stuff. So that's kind of what we saw as well. But it was an interesting choice because I thought that being able to triple shoot or double shoot with the move and double shoot with the artillers would have been a strong play as well. So we were just curious of what the decision there was.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think with those final words, we can conclude this. First, maybe there will be some other gameplays we would like to commentate, and I hope you had some fun.
Yeah. Thank you again, Spar and Maligor, for willing to be put out there and have everyone watch and letting us commentate it. We really appreciate it. Nico, thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure having talked to you all day. So
thanks for setting it all up, and hopefully this is one of many more videos to come. I think it will be on the Seekers of the Malediction channel on YouTube.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you guys are interested leave a comment or subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We'd be more than happy to do more content like this in the future.
Okay. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Small
Thank you.
font is
Yeah. Bye.